Hello y'all, this is Equestria at War. It's a Hearts of Iron 4 mod that tries to recreate the fantasy world of Equestria from the My Little Pony franchise in a slightly darker setting with industrialization, corruption, and political disagreements. We have a select continent screen. There's Equus, Griffonia, and Zebrica. And Zebrica was added relatively recently, and when this mod first came out, I believe Equus was the only one in it. So let's select a continent here. Let's see the featured nations, I suppose. Here we have Equestria, the Crystal Empire, Stalingrad, the Changeling Lands, the Kingdom of Olenia, Nova Griffonia, the bear communities, the polar bear communities, and they recently got a focus tree as of recording, I think. But after that, we have the Kingdom of Yakistan, the Jackie Clan, the Griffin Frontier, the Kingdom of Pingland, the Buffalo Chiefdom, and our town. Let's go back now, and this time we'll go to Griffonia. And here there is the Griffonian Empire. They have kind of like a Holy Roman Empire thing going on. There's the Kingdom of Aquilia, the Kingdom of Wingbardi, the Griffonian Republic, the River Republic, the Skyfall Trade Federation, the Commonwealth of New Maryland. We have the Free Territory of Adelart. There is the County of Francistria, the Duchy of Toulouse, the Ordensstadt Hellquill. There is the County of Longsword. We have the Kingdom of Wittenland. There is the Barad Magocracy. We got Osterland, the Barakan Republic, the Casa Free State, the Free Towns of Griffus, the Federated Parishes of Sycamion. There's the Republic of Asterion. There's the County of Zionalesia. We have the Barony of Angriver. And there's the Yale Rectorate, and that's it for Griffonia. Next we have Zebrica. As far as featured countries here go, there is Hippogriphia, Chiroptera, the Carthaginian Republic, the Yaradom of Chital, the Republic of Tubok, Zarantia, and the Kingdom of Werzinia. This modification is perhaps one of the most controversial for HOI4, and I would say that's probably due to its setting. I mean, it is My Little Pony at the end of the day, but to be honest, it's probably one of the most, in my opinion, one of the best mods for the game due to its quality and writing generally, and just a sheer amount of content on display. Tons and tons of countries have focus trees, and there's just a lot of replayability here, no matter what you can say about the setting as a whole, honestly. And it did start originally, I think, with Equus, this mod came out maybe in 2017 or 2018. I'm not really sure on the date. And then after that, there was Griffonia, and then Zebrica. And Zebrica was added, I want to say, a year ago, as of recording, perhaps. And let's go to our political tab now and just see what's there. We have Harmonic, and this is usually like the democratic ideology in this, in Equestria at War. We have Communist, that's just plain communism. There is also Supremacist and non-aligned. Supremacist, I think it takes the place of fascism in this world, and there is sub-ideologies in this, in EOW, that should be noted. And we have political advisors now. There is material designers, all these research and production tabs like Vanilla HOI4. We have military staff, all that fun stuff. And some new tabs down here, new things to mess around with. We have scientific development. There is society development. Illiteracy is a thing. And there is poverty. Okay, now we have race. And within this world, race can play it plays a big role in Equestria at War, since each race can provide you with different technologies that give you different bonuses for your military usually. And let's go to our political tab now. Well, not our political tab, but the decisions tab. And here we have foreign policy. We have foreign policy, construction projects, propaganda efforts, political actions, domestic, economic policy, and prospect for resources and military actions, okay? Going to the officer core, and it should be noted that the UI is quote-unquote ponified here. So we have the land doctrines, that's normal, but a new thing is, naval doctrines also normal, but a new thing is for air doctrine, we have something relating to precision bombing, and Jet Age Fighter Theory. So that's on top of Operational Integrity, Strategic Destruction, and Battlefield Support. And going now to the tech tree, we have a very different tech tree somewhat. We have stuff that's like, I guess, Luna Nova rifles are magical weapons compared to standard weapons. There's motorized, mechanized, there's armored cars, okay. Support companies is here. And we have helicopters in this world. There's armor. And it goes a long way. You can play this mod. It starts in 10.07, and you can play, well, the technology for tanks at the very least goes all the way up to 10.26. So that's quite a bit of a while. 19 years, I believe, until that technology hits its maximum point. And we have artillery. There's naval support. This is like vanilla HOI4 really. And the aircraft research section is a tad bit different. We have airframes for airships, and then for engineering, that's kind of normal. And it just goes and goes until 10.26, yes. We have industry, and then we have pony technologies, and this is what I was talking about, that race-dependent technology. And so for Equestria, there is Earth and Pegasi tech, and there's unicorn technology, and not all the countries in the world will have this. So, for example, the Griffins will have their own technology. I believe they have something like Knights, maybe? Not really sure, though. Changelings may also have their own technology. And let's now go over all the factions in the world, and there's quite a few when you first start out in 10.07. So we have the United Ponies Alliance, and that is Equestria, as well as Puerto Caballero, the Commonwealth of New Maryland, and the Crystal Empire. Then we have, say, other factions, which includes the Reichspakt, and that is led by the Griffonian Empire. And there is kind of like real-world analogs in this world in a way. I believe that's the word I want to use. But there is definitely fictional nations within Equestria at war that are influenced. They're inspired by real-world cultures and countries. So we have the Reichspakt, and that faction is the Griffonian Empire, the Sunstriker clan, the County of Bronze Hill, the Cateran Principality, the Strawberry Duchy, the Barony of Angriver, the Electorate, the Free City of Ramal, the Griffin Marchen, the Grand Duchy of Vestigia, however you say it. Then we have the Crown of Aquilia, and that is the Kingdom of Aquilia, the Duchy of Vanova, the Duchy of Rilia, the Barony of Pridea, the Marquisate of West Keep, and Las Merdines. Then we had the Corinthian Pact and the Kingdom of Wingbardi. It's kind of like this world's Italy in terms of its cultural inspiration. I believe even their supremacist leader choice is like Mussolini, but he's a griffin bird thing. And the Corinthian Pact consists of the Barony of Arantiga, the Duchy of Toulouse, and the County of Francistria, and that is the Corinthian Pact. Then we have now the River Coalition, and that is led by, who leads it? It's led by the River Republic, who's right here, and it consists of them, Lake City, Nimbusia, the Kingdom of Wittenland, the Bakaran Republic, Deponia, Panadhian, and Diamond Mountain. And the last faction we can see is in the southern part of Zebrica, and that is the Ancient Pact, and that consists of the Kingdom of Centoria, or the Kingdom of, Centauria, and the Kingdom of Gargulia. Right here, the Kingdom of Gargulia, and that is the Ancient Pact. And now I'm going to go over every country in the world, and just to save time, because there's tons and tons of countries here, I hope I don't miss any. I'm just not going to explain what their relations are with. You can kind of see what their relations are if you know your icons in HOI4, but I'm just going to buzz through them and get through them as fast as possible, because we have a lot of ground to cover. We have 3 continents to go through. So starting out, we have Equestria. There is the United Dragon Lands. We have the Buffalo Chiefdom, the Kingdom of Volhynia, the Changeling Lands, the Polar Bear Communities, the Kingdom of Yakistan, the Crystal Empire, the Jackie Clan, Stalingrad. There's our town. We have Nova Griffonia. We got the Griffin Frontier and the Kingdom of Pangland, and that is all of the continent of Equus, essentially. We have Hawkland here, and the United Dragonlands controls some island, it looks like. That's where their capital is. We got the Kingdom of Vidinia now, getting more into Griffonia. There's the Kingdom of Vidinia, the Socialist Republic of Skynavia, the Northern Tribes, the Octorian Order, the Dread League, and they are like necromancers, I believe. There is the Griffonian Republic, the Sunstriker Clan, the Strawberry Duchy, the Grand Duchy of Fessegia. There is the Water Towns, the Fir Tree Villages, Farbrook, the County of Bronze Hill, the Griffonian Empire, Griffinmartian, the Yale Rectorate, the Barony of Angriver, the Cateran Principality. Let's just go through the western part of the continent for now. We have the Skyfall Trade Federation, the County of Griefwald. There is the Township of Verzara, the Free Territory of Adelard is here. We have Pomavera. There's House Avian, House Erie, which may be a reference to Game of Thrones. House Aaron, County of Francistria. There's the Barony of Arantiga, the Duchy of Vinovia, the Marquisate of Westkeep. We got the Barony of Pradea, the Kingdom of Aquilia, the Duchy of Rilla. There's the Duchy of Toulouse, the Commonwealth of New Maryland, the Kingdom of Wingbardy, the County of Francistria, the Barony of Arantiga. There's the Kingdom of Griffinstone. Here's House Erie, and we have the Barony of Rumar. There's the Falcorian Queendom. We have the Federated Parishes of Sycamion, the County of Zynolesia. There's the Republic of Asterion. There's Black Rock's Bandits. And we have now the Griffin Liberation Army, the Kingdom of Bradfeld, I think Broadfeld maybe, the Griffian Host. There's the Free Towns of Griffus. We have the Principality of Lushy, the County of Longsword, and we're getting more into the River Coalition's domain now. And here is Lake City, Deponia, Diamond Mountain, the Bakharan Republic, the River Republic, the Kingdom of Wittenland, Nimbusia, Ponatian. There's the Barad Magocracy, and their leader, I think, is a reference to the game Darkest Dungeon, at least its art style. We have the Casa Free State, there's Ulsterland, and here is Greencliff. They're like some changeling territory, I believe. And going down to Zebrica now, big continent here. There is Macalia. We have the Protectorate of Yules Hibirma, and I forgot to mention them, but here is the Preto Caballo off the southern coast of Equestria. That's where they are. There's Hippogriffia here, to call the Genian Republic. Quagatai, I guess they're Mongol horses. That's their inspiration, maybe. There's Zarantia, the Kingdom of Werzinia. There's the Republic of Tubok, Chiroptera. We have Azir, and going more to the eastern part of the continent of Zebrica, there's the Dali Confederation, Stagpaul. There's Lombet, is that like Lama Tibet maybe? The Yardrum of Taital, the Yardum of Sambar. There is Bara Zincha, the realm of Kyria, Tongpaul. There is the Tavanzal Republic. We have the Roman Kaiserate, interesting. There's the Baltrian Kingdom, the Free Camel Tribes, Zeblu. There is Lankar Militocracy. We have Sinkin, Camrin, Naldal, Telerai, and this is Fetasian. South Sobrides, we have Magli Bling. There is Samboveto, Malakaka, the Kingdom of Zongo. There's Tanajaiha, Zeblu again. There's Zuud, Sabrik Vrystadt. They have some kind of old South African inspired flag. There's Twins Anika. And here is the Kingdom of Gargolia. There's the Kingdom of Centuria. We have the Central Zebrican Empire. Maybe this is a reference to the Central African Empire. And Bokassa I from our own world. We have the Quailad Dervishes, the Thondarian Magocracy, the Gwynzad Grenadid Realm. There is the Hazav Federation, the Icepal Provisional Directorate, Ugabi. There is Aranda, Jaran Zornu, Majasina, Timbuktu, Alwani, Marijupt. There's the Emirate of Yemen, Ansarik, the Kingdom of Abyssinia, going more into the southwestern portion of the continent of Zebrica. We have Astyra, which may be a reference to Assyria. There's the League of 40 Mirrors, and just so I don't leave them out, we have Klugtown between Mer Egypt and the Kingdom of Abyssinia, and to their south we have the Haemorite Kingdom, Reem, Imperial Mazwi. There's Mozi here, the Magocracy of Mauritania, and their leader may be a reference to Vivek from the video game series Elder Scrolls. We have the Emirate of Uskat, and we already listed off the Haemorite Kingdom, so let's go across what is the Arabian Sea in this world and see that there is an Arabian Republic as well as a national salvation movement. The Arabian Popular Front also exists, and below them is Saddle Arabia, which may be this world's equivalent or a reference to Saudi Arabia, and below them there's the Duchy of Mauritania and Aslania, and finally we have at the very southern tip of the map there is the Ice Dragon Tribe. And with that, this has been Equestria at War. You can check out the mod in the video description, a link to it is there. What do you think of it? Tell me in the comments section below, and after you do that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications.